Just a few hours before the Kansas City Chiefs would face the Minnesota Vikings in the Super Bowl, Nick Savella placed a call to the tapped payphone inside the trap. He spoke with gambler Frank Tusa, who was accepting bets called in by bookies. The Chiefs were a 12-point underdog heading into the game, and yet the betting heavily favored the Chiefs.
The action on Kansas City was so lopsided. So many people were betting on Kansas City to win that Frank Tusa became concerned. Hey, we're going to really take a bath if Kansas City wins here.
Nick wanted to know just how bad, so he called Frank Tusa up at the trap.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Fine. How are you? Okay. How'd you finish for today? How you set? 43. What do you mean? That's how we stand. You mean 47360. Oh God. You mean you're 47360 high right now. Well, that's ridiculous. Not. Oh shit. Where's all this from? Where? Right here? I guess ain't much you can do about it. Okay, I'll let you go. All right.
And because of that conversation, we were able to tie Nick as the overall manager of the Kansas City gambling operations, and he was ultimately convicted of that.
One of the key witnesses in the case was Saul Landy, who made book as a sideline. In November 1970, several men invaded Landy's home on pretense of robbery. They killed Landy. They were quickly apprehended and connected to Johnny Franks Francovilla. Local prosecutor Joe Teasdale averred that the young black men arrested were pawns of organized crime, that it was no coincidence Johnny Franks was a career criminal associate of Nick Savella. Nick, of course, denied any connection. Famous mob lawyer and mayor of Las Vegas, Oscar Goodman, was one of several lawyers who defended Nick on appeal of the gambling conviction and helped keep him out of jail for 7 years. Nick kept the KC Mafia family relatively small, and like the mob in Chicago during the 1970s, it was now being called the Outfit. Nick Savella's innermost circle consisted of his family, his brother Cork, his nephew Tony Ripe, and Carl Tuffy DeLuna. Tuffy, who grew up on the north side streets of Kansas City, was very much the muscle for the Savella family.
Tuffy was sort of a mix between Nick Savella and Corky Savella. He was Nick's right-hand guy. He was Nick's principal enforcer. I would call him probably Nick's real underboss, even though Corky was believed to occupy that position. I think of all of those guys, that Tuffy was probably the guy that was being groomed to take Nick's place.
The Comisano faction of the family, headed by the notorious Willie the Rat Comisano, oversaw fencing of stolen goods. Notwithstanding the cloud of conviction hovering over Nick Savella, the 1970s would prove to be the zenith of organized crime in Kansas City.